This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the...
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 36, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Saints at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. Here we go.
And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Ready.
Now Mon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 4th down, Matt arises sent on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Third down.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen him throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Allen off the play fake. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
The slot man in motion right. first down, and they stick with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Now Allen. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Lockett. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mond going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 22, Allen. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
offense on third down tonight? They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air. Allen. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On second down, ETN once more. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another tote for ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Bond looks to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. A give running right, ETN. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
ETN will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out there. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Let's go. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
The ball carrier, brought down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Etienne. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here we go, set.
Now Mond on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 2nd and 10, Mon. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first. Small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range down at the 27-yard line. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 64 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Allen to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter, well, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here we go.
On first down, right back to ETN. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 9 from the 44. Off the play fake, Mon. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Austin, 56 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 31, Saints 17.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point attempt to come here. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ahman. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
On fourth down, Mon.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Allen off the play fake. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Carter, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, ETN once more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
180 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mon going to throw it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's Eckler again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They're on 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they like to get the midfielder so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the